long bus ride was that?
We have a boarding pass with no seat number.
The waiting game.
This is where we find out all the magic happens behind that little desk right there. Start of our travel day has begun, and we'll see if we can get home today.
Bus ride was that?
Saved us 50 euros on a cab though.
It beats a cab. It beats a cab every time. We overestimated how long security would take. Because that was stupid fast.
It took like 5 minutes. We got up at like 3:30 a.m. There's no way we're not getting through the day without some coffee. Need a little coffee stop. And then we're gonna head to our gate and see if we can get on this flight. We don't in fact know yet if we have a seat. We have a boarding pass with no seat number. So, see what happens.
Waiting game.
This is where we find out. This is where it all happens. All the magic happens behind that little desk right there.
So magical. Alright, we just talked to the gate agent. They said that there should be seats available. So that's good news. Nobody wants to sit around this place. Got seats. Finally refreshed.
I don't see a seat. I may not have a seat.
Later, sucker.
Mine still says waiting list. Made it through security and passport control, and we have about 3 hours before our flight leaves. So we're in the Lufthansa lounge, grabbing some breakfast, recharging our phone, and waiting for our flight. And they have little sausages because we're in Germany. If it's a little dark, it's because we're in the napping room. Anyways, we just wanted to talk for a brief second about the flight we just went on. This trip was our first time actually using European carriers, believe it or not, as much as we fly. It's our first time.
Yeah.
So, if any of you out there are wondering what the difference is between US-based carriers or European carriers, we got a little like insight on this flight. I mean,
They serve meals.
Yeah, they serve meals. So
Not good meals.
there are a lot of similarities, but we found that like even on the short flights, these European carriers will serve you like lunch and breakfast. It's not the best thing you've ever had
Better
in your
than
life.
peanuts.
Yeah, I mean.
Or pretzels.
Or pretzels. That's one plus to taking a European carrier is that a lot of times you'll get a meal, even if it's a short flight. On the other side of the fence, the seats, very small.
Guys, I'm tall. I'm not that tall. I'm like 6'1". But I'm tall for a European carrier. I'm sitting in the plane like this. Guy next to me's got the man spread happening. You're violating the middle elbow rest rule, which drives me batty, but whatever, I deal with it because we're non-ref. But man, these seats are narrow and they're not that deep. Oof. That's the one downside to them. And on the planes that we were on, the first class wasn't even first class. It was just the same seat with like the middle seat blocked off. So just so you know what you're getting into. It's something to think about. Look at Seat Guru. It's a great website. So you'll know like what you're working with.
One thing to note is that we haven't taken it long haul, so I'm sure the planes are vastly different if you're on a long haul flight, but it's probably also why the tickets are cheap once you get to Europe. Intra-Europe is like...
So cheap,
yeah.
And it's so worth it.
Yeah, so if you can withstand the small seats, it's definitely worth the cost savings that you can get over here.
Anyway, it's we gotta get down to our flight.
Yep,
So
okay.
we'll connect later. No 3-leg journey for us. Straight home. Nice long time to sleep and relax. Not having to worry about transferring a Dulles or San Francisco or any other cockamamie things. We get to go home.
Short rib, carrots, mashed potatoes. It's pretty gosh darn tender, not too shabby for airplane food.
You can't get a Sunday without Bailey's.
Alright, we just landed. We're gonna clean up our mess a little bit here. We'll catch up with you in a minute.
Well, we're just getting into passport control, so we'll have to catch up, but it's quite a nice flight. I feel actually pretty refreshed. All right, we made it back. This was a super easy travel day. We showed up to the airport at like 5 a.m., no security, quick, easy flight that we slept the whole way to get to Frankfurt, and then a nice little surprise from Frankfurt to Chicago. Polaris. Oh, lay flat seats, nice dinner, blankets, the whole works. It was fantastic. What an experience. So now we're back here in customs, about to go see Olivia. So thanks for following along on our video. It was only, quick math here, 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. here, so 12 hours plus the 8. No, it's 20 hours.
Oh yeah, so same as last time?
We're gonna have to check the math on that one. I don't.
Yeah.
That could be though. It could come close.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, if you liked our adventures, feel free to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter, and we'll see where else we end up.
Oh, here she is. Here.
Hi, Frau. Hi.